right, thank y'all for tuning in, good people. It's good to see y'all.
Welcome back to the Fellowship Inspirational Podcast. I'm Leah.
I'm Jalen.
And welcome to a new episode.
Yeah, so, it's Christmas season. It's December. I know a bunch of people probably going Christmas shopping.
Right. They definitely take advantage probably of Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals, even though I know some of these deals really aren't the same how they was back in the days, but
Yes, it feels good to see a sale, I'm not going to lie. That thing say 40% off, 50% off. You buying something.
Right. No, that's the truth.
Yeah, so where people normally be going to shop?
They'll go on Amazon. They'll go to Walmart. They'll go to all these different stores, really. But are you talking about inspiration on what to shop or
just gifts? It's the season of gift giving and things like that.
Well, sometimes I like to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than more so buying a gift, I'll go on Pinterest and get some ideas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Go on Pinterest, you search up ideas. You go on TikTok, go on Instagram, and that's kind of where I go on there, to get some inspo.
Yeah, that's the truth. I know the malls probably be going crazy right now, super packed. But you're right, people be going on the Instagrams and social medias and things like that. But I definitely know they be going on there for other gifts too, trying to figure out the gifts that they have in them. But really, they be going elsewhere to find it. For example, when people be on Instagram, they be scrolling. What's on there? People dancing.
Yeah.
People rapping. Mm-hmm. People, famous people, influencers, entrepreneurs, and things like that. But oftentimes, we really be on there shopping, really looking for gifts. What I mean by that, trying to almost find purpose, trying to figure out what are we good at doing? What is an idea that we can do? What is an idea that we can utilize for our own life? And really, that ain't really what we should always be doing.
Yeah, that's the truth. And not only social media, but now even Chat GPT, even AI mode, and Alexa too. People be asking these questions as far as what I've been created for.
Alexa heard you too.
Oh,
it's all good. We'll talk to you later, Alexa. Go ahead.
But all these different types of AIs too that people are confiding in as far as, okay, what's my purpose? What's my gift? What's my talent?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, going on social media, okay, seeing somebody maybe start a podcast or start a business or they're a realtor. And now that's something that they feel like they could do or they can accomplish. And they feel like, okay, well, let me just try to make this shoe fit, you know?
And that's what leads us really here. You can introduce the title.
Yeah, so the title of this is called Gracefully Gifted.
Mm-hmm.
And really we wanted to talk about that because, well, let's just turn to 1 Peter 4:10. I'll read it out the NIV and then you can go ahead.
Okay.
So out the NIV it says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms.
Mm-hmm. So really each and every one of us has a gift.
Right.
And it should be used to serve.
Right.
Okay, so, and that's what made me want to talk about where we be going to get these gifts and even utilize them. For example, we could kind of be personal and talk about some of the gifts in our life. I know for myself, I am pretty athletic. I enjoy working out. I'm pretty strong in shape and things like that. But one of the things I was using these gifts and talents for, football.
Right.
If you ask what I was going to be when I grew up, NFL. That's all I talked about, all I watched. I played Madden. I played other video games too, but Madden, football, watching it on YouTube and things like that. But really, sadly, in the African-American community, that's a lot of people. A high percentage of young kids in their adolescent years, even in college and things like that.
Going to the NBA too.
Right. So, but really, that's not what I was supposed to be doing. That's not what I was supposed to be chasing. But the beautiful thing is I can still use these gifts and talents because that's what they was given to me for, to be used. So one of the things in the military I use them for is training purposes.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of training individuals, helping them with things like combatives, things like getting in shape, things like running miles, helping with push-ups, sit-ups, and all the other physical fitness things that we have to do for my specific job. And then, even sometimes people come up to me and be like, hey, Jalen, like, what you think about collabing with me? What you think about being an influencer? What you think about doing these workout things and videos and stuff like that? That's not for me.
Yeah.
So just like the NFL wasn't for me, like me using those gifts to be another influencer, that's not really why I have these gifts and talents. It's really to help people in a way that I serve, just like your verse was saying, is even outside the military. I encourage people to work out, encourage people, helping them with their fitness, helping them with what they should be eating, what they shouldn't be eating, really to just help with their overall fitness.
Yeah, and that's the whole point because it's a gift that has been given to us through grace, really, we haven't done anything to gain it.
Right.
Really, like, these things were instilled in us through grace, to use it and not for ourselves. A lot of times we think, okay, like, we've been gifted or talented in this area for ourselves, but really it's for others.
Right.
Like it says here, to steward others, to serve others faithfully in various forms. And so I could kind of relate to what you're saying, just in a different way, because growing up, I had a lot of friends that were just rappers. And for those that know, in Broward County, like, we're known for like rapping, but you would speed up the rap, to where it kind of sounds like faster. It's called Fast Music 954. And so I was surrounded by them, and I knew I've always been able to kind of like rhyme like naturally, right? But because I would kind of be influenced by them, I started to use it to rap. And so I would rap and things like that, but over time, as I got saved, as I really grew in fellowship with God and started figuring things out, I realized, like, I don't think that was the way I was supposed to go, because although rapping involves, rhyming and things like that, but really the way I was supposed to go was through poetry. And so once I realized that, once it clicked, it just flowed. So it flows so smoothly because now I'm getting my influence through the Holy Spirit rather than getting influenced by other friends, and not just friends, but even social media. I was watching videos of people rapping. There was all these different challenges, people tapping their pens and pencils on the, making beats or whatnot. And I wanted to do that so bad because it looked so cool, but really, I wasn't supposed to use that gift or that talent that way. It was really going to be used through poetry to now be a way in which I use it in a form of worship and praise to God, or even to just express myself or encourage others. And even like, that's a tactic I use to even share my testimony.
Right. And that's that gift that you have been given by God.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do anything to earn these things. Like you said, like imagine a baby being born and the baby's like, okay, bet. I want to be 6'5". I want to be very good in science, and I want to be extremely fast. Like, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
God gives us these gifts. That's why it's called through grace.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do anything to earn this. We didn't do anything to obtain these things.
Yeah.
It's by his unmerited favor. I mean, he freely gave this stuff to us. And that's why it's really important that we utilize these gifts really to serve others. Because if you think about God, God gave us the best gift.
Right.
The greatest gift. But God wasn't out here like, should I make Jesus like this because this person looks like this? Right. Or should I do this? Like, no, like, although Jesus looked normal, looked like a small baby, we really didn't understand and fully grasp, and really still don't grasp what was inside of him.
Right.
That power, we can't really fully comprehend that.
Right.
So really, it's important that we really look inward to utilize the things that is inside of us to really bless, because again, we have the best gift, the greatest gift, and it's really important that we ain't out here comparing. We're not looking to the wrong places to figure out how to use these things. We really are looking to God to really be able to explain to us how to use it, when to use it, what to do with it. And trust me, I'm not saying don't go on social media or don't go look at different things or don't have mentors and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, this gift that you were given, because the word says that each person was given a special ability, a special gift. So I'm talking to you. God has given you a gift. And I'm not saying don't go to these different places, but I'm just saying it's important that you know what that gift is and that you really seek him so he can really be able to explain to you what it is that he has given you, how to use it. And he may lead you certain places too.
Yeah. Because, like, imagine, like you said, we've been given the ultimate gift, which is Jesus Christ. Now, imagine he walked this earth and didn't utilize his gift.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What if he walked this earth and looked to others and saw what they were doing and really wanted to follow them? You know, obviously they didn't have social media back then, but they probably looked to others and things like that. Maybe were influenced then. But imagine he did that and didn't fulfill or carry out what he was supposed to through his gifts and talents. We would really, be screwed at that point.
Right. And that's why even people used to go to Jesus and say, hey, why you don't do this?
Right.
Why you don't teach like this?
Yeah.
Why you don't rain down brimstone and fire and all these different things? Because they was expecting him to use his gifts and talents the way they wanted him to, but really that wasn't the right way.
Yeah. And so really it falls into being in fellowship with Jesus Christ, because as you're in fellowship with him, you will then get the influence that he is giving you as far as what your gift and talent is and how to utilize it, where to utilize it, with whom, and such, and so on. Because a lot of us want the easy way out. We'll just easily look up something on Google. It's just that easy. Type something out, ask a friend, look everywhere else but to God. But really, like, he's the one that's going to give you the truth and the real answer that you need as far as really what you're supposed to carry out. But we just can't be looking everywhere, and again, like you said, God can easily lead us. Hey, I want you to watch this person, or I want you to go on, this page, or whatever it is. He can lead you there as well. Not saying that he can use that as confirmation or however he feels that, but not just getting carried away or wanting to copy others or follow others is really the point, we're trying to make.
Right. So as y'all going through this holiday, this December, doing your shopping, doing your gift giving, your gift searching and things like that, we really want to encourage you to really look within. Yeah. We want to encourage you to use the gifts and the talents and the special abilities God has given you really for his glory. Yeah. Use it as an opportunity to serve. Yeah. Use it as an opportunity to bless, because that's what his word said.
Yeah, a lot of us were obviously probably shopping now, probably on Amazon scrolling, but you can even use the gifts that are within you to gift an individual. We're about to be surrounded by family and friends. And let's say you're gifted in singing, you're gifted in talking to people and helping people. Like, use that gift, during this time, not just maybe purchasing a gift, but the gift that's really instilled in you by Jesus Christ.
So in closing, I just want to read this verse one more time. 1 Peter 4, verse 10 out of the Living Bible. It said, God has given each of you some special abilities. Be sure to use them to help others, or to help each other, passing on to others God's many kinds of blessings. So we want to use that. We want to leave y'all with that. We want to encourage y'all with that. And we just say, God bless you. We thank y'all for tuning in with us.
And hope to see you guys on here soon.
All right.